the big Greece conglomerate sees all that money that Rocket Money's getting from me doing their ad reads, and they're like, we want a piece of the action. They reach out through Maddie to get to me because they think Maddie's still part of the show. They don't actually know that he isn't. I might have fuzzed that a little bit. That being said, thank you, McDonald's. We love you. And it's their generous it's their generous bag that's allowed us to create this new studio. Anyways, back on the show. Friend of the show, Polo Cutty, aka Sita. What's popping?
Yeah, man. Just chilling, man. I love McDonald's, man. Shout out McDonald's.
He loves McDonald's. Listen, we did a whole pod while we waited for Jason to come back and start the pod.
Yeah, for sure.
We're a little burnt at this point. Like,
yeah. We're going in.
We covered all the bases.
Yeah. Well, there's that our show. I think you're gonna tell me about.
Oh yeah. So it's art fair week in LA. All the art fairs are popping. All the galleries are showing stuff. All the satellite galleries are showing stuff. What I heard is what's going on now is what they call is all the galleries are getting rid of their extra art. That might not be for everything, but the big galleries like at Freeze or Felix, they're getting rid of like art that they didn't sell before. I don't know if that's true. Long story short, I missed the Barry McGee show. Everyone's been hitting me. Anyone connected to graffiti is like, you've been to, everyone goes, it's like Mando.
Yeah.
Everyone goes to the show. I missed it. I was out of the loop. I heard it was sick. What'd you think?
Yeah, it was dope. It was definitely like all the Bay Riders are there. You know what I mean? Well, not all of them, obviously, but like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of them, you know? And I think my favorite thing about like a Barry McGee show is like someone's going to crack it off and just start tagging on shit.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And like inside the gallery, outside the gallery, like
right.
with someone on the space.
For real?
Yeah.
Still. Mm-hmm. Still don't know how to act.
Yeah.
Amazing. 20 years later, motherfuckers are still ruining the art show by bombing.
yeah, right.
He's probably at a prestigious gallery at this point. It's like a real gallery. It's not like you know.
Oh yeah, and it was like I don't know what they call that shit, like with salon style, right? Where it's kind of like the whole all the walls are covered with like artwork. It was pretty dope. It was sick.
Oh, he did that thing where like every single square inch was covered with shit.
Yeah,
it's like a full installation.
Yeah,
that's dope. Well, I went to one of the art fairs at the Roosevelt this week for a minute, and I had to leave because I wanted to go see a Paul McCarthy show, and I didn't even get to go upstairs. I was downstairs by the cabanas, and you go in the rooms and you kind of like drop in a room, and all the art's set up in the room. And the funny thing is that people are hanging art in the bathroom, which I thought was weird. Because it's like I don't want to be the dude with his piece in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't want to be hung. I don't want my art hung over the toilet in a cabana in the Roosevelt. Like, what buyer's gonna come and be like, I need that piece over the shitter. Like, because people are going in there to take a piss and take a shit, make a boom boom, and the fecal shit is ending up on your art. I think that's a terrible move. But I'm not an art. I'm not a gallerist. You know, I don't know the rules. So after that,
art in your bathroom?
Huh?
You have any art in your bathroom?
Yeah, I'll put art in my bathroom, but that's where you put the worst art, right? Everyone's bathroom is where you put like your D-level pieces.
Like the last place to hang
Yeah.
it.
It's like, all right, this is either gonna go in the trash or above the toilet. So we went to see the Paul McCarthy show, and it was crazy. This guy, I mean, I don't know if you're familiar with his work, but he's had an installation that was in New York, and I'm probably getting a lot of this wrong because I'm paraphrasing, but it was in New York. It was moved to LA 10 years ago. It's been sitting in a warehouse for 10 years. First of all, imagine just like how powerful you have to be to have an installation sit in a warehouse for 10 years and like pay a 4,000 foot warehouse.
Yeah.
It's just in there, and it was just in the dark.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. And it took 80 trucks, 80 semis to bring it over. It's like this artist's recreation of his childhood home in the Enchanted Forest in Snow White. And I'm saying the scale is, I don't know, couple 100 feet tall, I think. Are you not? We're not. What are we doing? You're recording. Am I recording? Okay, keep going. Just ignore him. I'll show you some pictures, Polo. It's crazy. I can't even begin to describe, like, the like when you become an artist and you become a successful artist, you begin to expand and revel in your artistry, and it keeps getting bigger and bigger, and you keep having to do more. Not having to, because the real artist, it's just in them, but you just do bigger and more abstract and more conceptual, to where at the end of the day, this guy, he built his childhood home inside of the Enchanted Forest, okay? And he had look at, this is it. This is hold on. Look at this tree.
God damn.
That's like, I guess there's no scale, but
Oh, shit.
it's so fucking big. He had these gigantic screens, like that's a person right there. And he made a 7-hour version of Snow White inside the forest with his childhood home, with him playing the part as himself and Walt Disney, right?
What?
And so he had this thing, and then what they did too is they would inside the recreation of his childhood home, him and 7 people would party. Like this is them actually partying. There's all the bottles and shit. They'd party in there, and they were like fucking each other and fighting and breaking things, and having food fights for like a certain amount of time to just kind of set the tone. Like this is like the mannequins inside his childhood home. Like me talking about it, like I honestly, it's one of the few times, I know this is gonna sound corny as fuck, but like look at this piece. The broom goes up his ass and out his mouth. It's like one of the few times where I've gone, like I've seen movies and maybe some television and experienced some things that changed my life a little bit. Like I think honestly, the first time I saw Barry McGee do that, create a show where every square inch of space was taken by a little fucking canvas or piece, it blew my mind. And I read an interview where he said that he got it from something he saw in a church somewhere maybe in Brazil, I don't know where, and then he recreated that, and that became a thing. Like he was the first guy I think to do those, like do a whole wall where it's just tags.
Yeah.
Like that shit had an impact on me, because 20 years later, I'm still remembering it, right? Like there's films, like the first time you see a movie, if you watch it at the right time when you're impressionable, it sears into your fucking neurons, and it becomes a part of this whole like operating system, and you're gonna reference it subconscious or not as you go through your life. And this show, I was flabbergasted by the scope and by this man's ability to just do whatever he absolutely wanted to do on any level.
Yeah.
A 4,000-foot warehouse full of a fantasy forest that you build with your childhood home in it, and you make a 7-hour movie. Like, it's crazy.
The 7-hour movie is insane.
Can you I mean, like, it is beyond, like, it's so far past, like, you know, whatever, like painting. Just think about doing a painting, right? Just doing a painting. Like I was looking at all these paintings at the fair, and it's like just painting alone. Like if you get hundreds of artists together and have them all paint a very different level, just the different directions you can go in painting on a canvas is infinitesimal. Like this shit is like so far past the scope. It's just like the most. It just seems like he had a boundless, a limitless. What are you laughing at me for?
Resources and influence. You're taking a long time to explain. I'm going to be honest.
We're supposed to chew up time. What are you worried? This is our fucking job.
This is a dense, content-packed, fast-paced podcast. Chaotic as well.
Do you understand? Like, you ever work with someone who in the middle of you working tells you to stop working and laughs at you for working, for doing your job? It's like I'm building a house, and he's like, "Why are you putting up those beams properly? Why don't you just fucking skip that part and go to the stucco?"
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. He's a maniac. He's a crazy person. I believe that he could thoroughly whoop both of our asses if he wanted to right now. That's how scared I am of this man. I've gone full circle with this dude, and now I'm like, sometimes I fear him in the middle of the night.
Me?
Yeah.
What do you think I'm going to do?
I don't know. You could do anything at any time. That's the crazy thing.
My
That is
elbows are
crazy.
very
You
sharp.
could do anything.
He could do anything.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah. Anyways, that show fucked me up. If this when is this coming out, Jason?
Tomorrow, I think.
Okay. If you have time to see it before Sunday when it comes down, you should go see it.
I'm gonna
It's
go check that
fuck
shit
you
up. Yeah, I'm gonna be outside tomorrow. Where's it at?
It's in East LA. I'll send you the address, and then you got to figure out how to get tickets. Like the tickets are free, but I don't know how you get them.
Oh yeah.
I had a friend, an artist who got me. I don't know.
Just
I'm
sneak
sure
in
anyone can go. Yeah, you can get in there.
there.
Like it's a crazy. It's something you got to see before it goes away, because then they're gonna put it away probably for another 10 years. Like
Yeah. Just party in the house.
Yep.
That's crazy. That's pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. Just
Yeah.
had that shit on hold for 10 years. I don't have the patience for that.
Right.
You know.
Well, now that this is an art podcast, right? I've been looking at his airbrush stuff on his Instagram. The Doja Cat airbrush is sick.
Yeah, thanks.
I also love that. I think it's funny the way the last word falls off, because I can't tell if you just like ran out of space or you did it on purpose, and it's just funny because it's her, because she's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
He did a Doja Cat painting for Black History Month, which is fucking funny. So she's like damn near fucking like 4chan style, like alt-right.
Yeah,
kinda,
yeah.
Right.
She like doesn't give a fuck about none of that. Like,
Nah, she
like,
didn't give a fuck. We had a guest on who was smashing her for a bit. I was trying to get him to spill the beans, but he signed an NDA. Yeah. He couldn't say nothing. He was very, very, very careful about that. But yeah, she's already gone through her meltdown phases too. She's already did it. She already quit 4 times. She's back. You can't, she's in the fucking Illuminati. You can't get out. Right?
Illuminati going strong right now, bro.
Illuminati's popping the fuck. Like, yeah. Illuminati was like, check it out. You guys are scared of the Illuminati? Everybody wear red for a month.
Yeah.
Did you see the Rihanna thing?
The Rihanna shit, bro. Yeah.
Sorry, now that's just like a joke. Like, now you don't know. Now I'm like, maybe it is real. And they're like flexing.
Yeah, now they're like, yeah, all right, now what? What are you going to do about it?
Everyone's leaning into it. Yeah, they're like, fuck it.
Fucking, they're saying if you bought tickets to Beyonce's concert, you're going to hell. You know, they're like, what's the
that's
cover?
True, though. That's proven. Yep. A high, what's the cover? Yeah. No. If you buy tickets to Beyonce's tour, you are going to hell. We know that.
I wish I could go to a Beyonce concert, man. I'm not going to lie. I probably know, I know a lot of songs. I'm not going to lie. But not off the top of my dome. I'm not like a...
What's your favorite Beyonce track? I couldn't tell you one.
It's Sweet Dreams. Shit used to, come on, when I got home from painting.
Yeah.
It was, MTV, Sweet Dreams, Beyonce, and then, Gorillaz, fucking Clint Eastwood. You know? So, that's just, that was, my shit. I was just, hella high. Just, sweet dreams, a beautiful nightmare. And, trying to fight, sleep. You know what I mean?
Is that her Whitney ballad? I don't know what that is.
I don't know what the fuck that shit is. She's riding a white horse.
I could tell you a gang of Rihanna songs, but I don't know shit about Beyonce, to be honest. I mean, I know she did this shit with Crazy in Love, right? Her and Jay-Z. That's...
Oh, yeah, they're riding on the surfboard.
Yeah, surfboard. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when you get to that level, we're pretty kind of disposable in terms of those people. There's really no they're such a different and the funny thing is about those people, those celebrities who are ultra rich, the really rich people are looking at them being yeah, they're fucking peons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Super rich be yeah, let them have their little platinum money or their little $1 billion.
Yeah.
The real decision makers are kind of laughing. We're not even registering as dust. We're just the proletariat. We're just the plebes wandering around. We're pushing rocks up hills. We're eating dirt. We're fucking cats up the ass. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You like that part where I said I fucked a cat up the ass?
Yeah, that's real nice. That's what
we're
doing.
riffing, baby.
That's rich shit, man. That's rich shit.
That's rich shit. Listen, we got the McDonald's in us. We got the Golden Arches as a new sponsor. Shout out. Do we have a McDonald's ad read, or are we just going to product place? We don't have a McDonald's ad read, do we?
No, we do have another ad read, but
okay. I'll do the McDonald's read off the top when you want me to. Listen, we have come to the fattest thing I did this week segment. You're looking at it. This is it. This week, when I lose sleep, I lose control of my tightly wound clock/ship structure, and I start indulging in things. So I've been eating graham crackers. I had the COVID for a week. I've been fucking a mess. I've been in a tailspin, and I'm hoping now I've bottomed out, because there's nowhere I can go after McDonald's. There is nothing left.
There's nowhere lower than that.
No, there's nothing lower. I mean, you could maybe do an epic hot Cheetos run, maybe Okay, listen, guys. Rocket Money, formerly known as True Bills, a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps you lower all the bills all in one place. Over 80% of people have subscriptions they forget about, like streaming service that bought you to watch just one show. And personal experience. I'll tell you right this: I had a bunch of things I was subscribing to. I subscribed to in my sleep. I'm doing all kinds of shit, and you know what? The shit just takes money out of my goddamn pocket, no matter what I can do or want to do. I love this service because they stop the companies from taking your money. All right, because the way the company takes your money is you subscribe to something, and then you still subscribe to it when you stop using it. It's like the gym membership you have that you never went to the gym, and you have it for 6 years because you think you're going to go, and you're never going to go to fucking Planet Fitness because it's purple. But I'll tell you this, okay, Rocket Money, formerly known as Truebill, is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscription, monitors your spending, and helps you lower the bills all in one place. Simply find the subscription you don't want and press cancel, and Rocket Money will cancel it for you. No more long hold times with customer service or tedious emailing back and forth. Rocket Money makes canceling subscriptions as easy as a click of a button. Over 3 million people have used Rocket Money, saving the average person up to $720 a year. I love Rocket Money. I go through it, and it helps me to throw away unwanted subscriptions, and it helps me to not throw money away. Go to rocketmoney.com/PTA. That's rocketmoney.com/PTA. Rocketmoney.com/PTA. Cancel those subscriptions. Fuck the ops. Bye-bye. You know what? I just watched something on Instagram that showed English fries versus American fries. English fries have 3 ingredients. American fries have like 37. The shit is like deadly. But our sponsor, that being said, we love the Golden Arches. I'm trying to keep them on. Actually, let me reverse that. This shit is beautiful. It fills your soul. It's nourishing. You get your protein. It's low carb. It's low sugar. It's low sodium. It's actually like a fucking powerful. It's like eating a chicken breast with broccoli, if you ask me. And you know what? It's cheaper, everybody.
It's grade A beef as well.
It's grade A beef.
It sounds like the British are lazy. I mean,
Exactly.
only 3 ingredients?
Yes.
It's like, what's up with that?
Exactly. What's with the fucking Brits?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are only going to put 3 ingredients in your French fries? How about 37 different kind of chemicals per fry?
Yeah. Right. We need them fucking chemicals, yo.
Yeah.
We're addicted.
We need those. We're America, man. We need chemicals to get by.
If I don't have my fucking what's that shit called, my vape, nigga, I'm done.
Oh yeah, if you can't vape,
I can't sleep.
if you don't have your Elf bar,
right.
are you a vapor?
Nah.
No. See, that's the other thing. If we get a vape sponsor and I have to vape, I'm fucked because I will never stop vaping.
Why is it always the most anxious people that vape? Because it makes it worse, right?
What,
Yeah,
your anxiety?
Yeah.
They say cigarettes are like you smoke a cigarette to calm down. It jacks up your heart rate. It doesn't. So
Yeah.
who knows what a
Yeah.
vape does?
It's always people who are dealing with crippling anxiety who vape and smoke cigarettes.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know where that.
And also really cool people smoke cigarettes. So
Yeah.
historically, the coolest people in the world that smoke cigarettes.
Well, they're troubled.
No, they're cool.
They're troubled people are cool.
Everyone that you've seen smoking a cigarette is cool as fuck. That's my take.
Yeah. If you don't have anxiety, you're obviously not cool enough. You know?
Yeah, like being cool gives you anxiety. Having anxiety is not cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a side effect. So, anyways, yeah, the Paul McCartney show. You gotta go check it out. Fuck me up.
I thought
It
he
was
was from the Beatles.
Different guy. This is McCarthy, not McCartney.
Oh, okay.
But solid show.
That's what I thought. You told me on the phone he went to a Paul McCartney concert. I was
Yeah,
like,
like, oh, he makes art now? That's
I'm
cool.
trying to. I'm like, yo, you guys heard of Paul McCartney? I was like, it's groundbreaking. You guys are like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude?
Yeah. I was like,
I don't
Have you
know.
ever heard Obla Di Obla Da? It's amazing.
Maybe you wanted to catch one before he died. He's
You're a
only got
big
few
Beatles
years
guy,
left.
right, Jason? You like the Beatles?
Oh yeah, huge Beatles guy. I don't know. I like the Beatles a lot. Like, you can't argue that they're bad.
No, listen.
You know,
I had a phase when I was a
yeah.
kid, and I listened to the Beatles for 6 months, and I was like, this is great.
Yeah, that's pretty much my extent.
But
Well,
that's because I didn't have access to shit. I didn't know what I was doing. Like, for a minute, you just kind of listen to whatever's
Yeah.
around you.
I think the Jay-Z, was it the Gray album? Was like my introduction to the Beatles.
oh yeah, a lot of people. I think.
Yeah. Just
Oh, they remixed. I forgot about that. They remixed him over the Beatles tracks.
yeah, the White Album and the Black Album. And they just
Oh,
put it
that's
together.
right.
Mhm.
Fuck, I forgot about that whole era. That was like when mashups were
Yeah.
running.
Uh-huh.
Mashups were running the countryside.
A lot of rap rock
Yeah.
songs, like what was it?
Yeah,
Limp Bizkit
Limp
and
Bizkit,
fucking
Linkin
Redman, or was it Method Man?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And you think, the funny thing is, like, when that shit comes out, you're like, that shit ain't gonna work, and it always fucking hits the spot.
Yeah,
It totally
yeah,
works.
yeah.
I mean, you take Method Man and Fred Durst, you can't lose.
Can't lose.
It's a no miss situation. Shout out to the Discord, everyone on there who's saying that I fell off. I did fall off. I fell off. I was moving. I got rid of all my earthly possessions, and now I have a new place. And I got COVID, and I had a friend die, and it was just a bunch of things kind of converging into me not being able to record, and we didn't have a space. We were building the studio for you guys. You know what I mean? Sorry that we wanted things to be perfect. Sorry that we want to be professional, and sorry that our entire lives do revolve around podding and broadcasting. What else is going on, Cedar? What's the word? What's happening in the proverbial streets? Because I am not in the streets. I'm not technically. I use the streets to get to work. I go to the gym, but I'm not in the actual streets anymore. I like to observe the streets. I want to know what's happening in the streets, and I want to know like what's popping. Like what can you talk about? Because I know as a writer you can't talk about other writers because that's instant beef.
Yeah.
You can't say so and so's whack or you can only say nice things.
Mm-hmm.
But whoever you don't talk about is who you hate. Am I wrong?
Right? No, that's true. That's true.
Right?
Yeah. Shit, man. I mean, I would say right now it's down there like still the same thing. Like everyone's still kind of like lining up the COVID shit. TKO MTA got a peace treaty.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
That was a big thing on the internet.
Has that held? Has the TKO MTA beef treaty, has it held?
Yeah.
It has.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to beef with CBS when we were kids, and we had this one moment in San Francisco where we united for a night and we all went out drinking.
Yeah.
And it was like we've created and then the next day it was like fell apart.
Yeah.
We had one night where like we just
up.
everyone's yelling, hugging each other.
Yeah,
we did it. Because I mean, I'm not wishing this on you, but eventually someone's gonna step online and do something.
Yeah.
There's too many knuckleheads.
Yeah,
right?
way too many.
Yeah.
It was funny. I had there's been a couple times where like, it's funny, my bad. Like, well, it's how like, graffiti an anonymous sport, whatever.
Yeah.
You really don't know who you're beefing it with sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'm over here at a party, and the homie's like, "Hey, bro, like, the dude you want to fuck up is right here." You know what I mean? I'm like, who? And it's like this dude you've been kicking it with all night. And I'm just
shit.
Like, fuck. Like, he's actually kind of cool.
Yeah. That's funny.
It was like
he's cool, and he only weighs like a $110.
Yeah.
And he's got glasses on.
Yeah. Hella skinny, got the dress shoes on.
Yeah. He's got a little backpack and a button-up shirt. Just you're like, I like this dainty little gentleman.
Yeah.
And it is like, yo, you have to kill this guy.
Yeah.
You're like, do I really want to mash this guy's whole night because I didn't know that he was fucking beep oneer. You know what I mean?
I know we've been getting along all night, but
yeah. Hey, my boy, listen, I know we've been fucking chopping it up, talking about life and everything all night, but we got to go outside and handle something. It's like, what? You're who?
Yeah.
I'm also imagining you at the party with the ski mask on, too. Just like,
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen Delocated? You ever seen that show?
Yeah. That was a good show.
I'm sure people have brought that up to you.
Yeah. I get Delocated and like MF Doom.
And you know what one of the dudes in the office was telling me that they're like, the rumor is, I think it was Ricky was like, yo, the rumor is that Polo Cutty is what's that rapper? His name is R.
Oh, RMR.
RMR,
yeah, the country dude.
He goes, yo, the rumor is Polo Cutty's RMR. And I pull up the Wikipedia and it was like RMR is from some part of Africa. I was like, okay, that checks. Right? And I was like, okay. And I'm like, RMR, he's on the bigger side. Okay. And I'm like going down this rabbit trail. And I was like, God, what if it was him? What if he actually pulled the greatest swindle and was like, on the side, I'm just going to run this, I'm just going to run a full fucking trap career in the South. He's Southern, right?
Yeah.
But then we pulled up a video. I was like, bro, it's not him. Look at this dude. Like, he's clearly not the same guy.
I did. I kind of went with that for a little bit.
Oh, you were spreading that misinformation?
Yeah. I was like reposting his songs. And, his videos.
See, it works. It works. You had Ricky believing it.
Yeah. I saw this other dude doing like a man on the street interviews wearing a ski mask, and I think you posted it when he was like, "Are you guys American?"
That guy's sick.
I know room service.
Yeah. That was so fucking hard because you could tell that those people have just not. No one's talked bad to them their entire lives.
Yeah.
They're like, "Yes, we're American." He's like, "Oh yeah, watch some fucking football, eat a sandwich, you piece of shit." And they're just like totally shocked. It's like 3 models.
Yeah.
God, I love that shit.
Oh, that was so good. Yeah.
Like if I was in another country and someone fucking roasted me for being American, I would like die laughing.
Yeah.
I'd be like, you're fucking right. Like we are dog shit. like we, it's like people. I remember traveling through Europe with my friend Akiko, and she was so terrified of people knowing she's American. If I raised my voice at all, she'd like give me this look. She's like, because Americans are known for being loud around the world.
Yeah,
Americans
yeah.
and Australians, Aussies and the English have a bad rep too, but Americans are pretty bad because we have a lot of shitty things happening here. We also created everything great, but science, philosophy, statues, internet porn, what?
McDonald's.
Shout out to our sponsor, McDonald's. Yeah, so yeah, when you're in another place and people figure out like you're American, you can just basically be on the low, like I'm Canadian, and tell them you're from fucking Calgary or some shit, and they'll give you a pass. But once you raise your voice and start demanding ranch, or extra, ketchup or 10 ketchup packets and getting 0, then they know you're a funky ass American, and they're gonna treat you like shit, as we deserve to be treated. We're terrible. We're terrible people. Shout outs to the stars and bars.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
God bless America.
Yeah. Shout out to Friends.
Shout out to Friends. The show Friends?
Yeah, international people love Friends. It's one of our biggest exports. It's how you know they don't really hate us.
Yeah.
Right.
Friends is probably as American as it gets.
That's it. That is American.
Well, I mean, is it like American upper class? Like,
It's an American aspirational.
That's right. Yeah, they pretend that they're like on the hustle, but they're in like, giant spacious apartments in New York City.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
I mean, everything like that is wild.
I feel like everyone's apartment I've been to in New York is a hallway.
Something on the
It was
mask.
the 90s.
What's interesting? When I was a kid, I was visiting a friend of mine in England, in Cornwall, Carmen. Shout out Carmen. And she had to go to school, and she left me in her attic, and all that was in the attic was like 10 VHS tapes of Friends. And up until that point, I had never watched Friends in my life. And I was like bored, so I started watching it, and I got so fucking hooked on Friends, like I couldn't stop watching, because it's just like McDonald's. Like, it makes you feel good. It's just tasteful and funny enough. You start to become ingratiate yourself with like Ross and whoever the fuck, Joey, hey, I'm fucking Joe, and it's just safe and comfortable. And then next thing you know, you're like 10 seasons deep, and they're multi fucking millionaires for life. The guy Chandler is like fucked up.
Yeah,
I just saw that, right? He like came with an interview.
Yeah, let's see Chandler
recently.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Chandler fucked himself so much with pills that like I think he has to roll with a colostomy bag or something.
God damn.
I'm gonna do some research because Jason refuses to do it first.
I don't have access to my
He
phone.
doesn't have it. Okay, Jason didn't bring his laptop.
I'm
to the show.
sacrificing it to film the show.
What are you saying?
I'm saying I think he was fucked up the whole time they were filming it.
It's a cool last name, Chandler Bing.
Chandler Bing. Fire.
This is a cool name.
Mr. Bing.
I like that I searched.
Not a very realistic name.
Yeah.
but-
Is it real? You think he changed his name?
No, there's no way. I've never met anyone named Bing.
That's his name. That's the name of the character on the show, Chandler Bing.
Yeah. No, the guy is not named
for
Chandler
sure.
Bing. The guy's
Who the fuck ever met a dude named Chandler in their life?
Yeah.
Where
I
are you
haven't.
that you know someone named Chandler?
I don't know. Speaking to the mic, by the way, you're a little
Speaking to the mic, it's like
consistent here.
you can't hear me.
No,
This mic is not
it's-
omnidirectional, because sometimes when you tell me to speak in the mic
Yeah.
and I'm off to the side, it sounds great.
Yeah. No, it's gonna sound okay. I'm just
So
optimizing.
again, you're just trying to derail me.
I'm just doing what left of my job that I can do
What's
after
left?
getting the SD cards and maybe forgetting to
Jason,
hit
listen,
record at the start.
I love you. I give you a hard
Stealing
time.
prescription
Yeah,
drugs
man, I
from open
deserve it
houses.
Ha! He's with his drug addiction that speech. He stole drugs from the open house. So you're Chandler Bing, and you go to an open house just to steal Vicodin.
Oh, this
that's
was recently?
That's fire. No, he confesses. The thing about
okay.
being look,
That's a cool hustle. I don't know.
that's a great house because you're rich too.
Yeah.
So you're going like in those big ass houses. They have they have whatever they want on tap. There's no shortage of fucking anything. Perks, they're good. They got it all. And also, you're Chandler Bing. They'll let you fucking fuck their wife. They don't care. You can do whatever you want. You're like, yeah, go ahead. Sleep in my bed. You're Chandler Bing. You're a god. And he's going in and just fucking, smoking Oxycontin in the bathroom. So fire. I love it. And what I love too about being an actor is that when you fall from grace and you eat shit, you can also, there's a whole new career in just being a fuck up.
Yeah.
And talking about how bad you were, because it's like people love a car crash, and people love when a Maserati crashes over a fucking Pinto.
And that's as American as it gets. Also, the struggle, the fall and the rise.
Fall on the rise.
Brendan
Speaking
Fraser just had the rise again.
Yeah, Brendan Fraser, the whale.
Yeah,
right.
I'm a fan of Brendan Fraser, the Mummy, and all that shit.
Again, Brendan Fraser is a person who I never considered. I never have in my life thought twice about Brendan Fraser being anything. He's just one of those things that's there all the time, right? I'm like, that's just like I see a doorknob, I see a dolphin, I see Brendan Fraser. I don't know the difference.
That's a sacrifice he's making for you.
Right. That's a sacrifice he's made for my entertainment.
Objectifying himself into a commodity.
And then somebody, like the same way that Tarantino did with John Travolta in Pulp Fiction, somebody, what's his face, plucks him out of obscurity to be in The Whale.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, out of nowhere. That's the thing about being a fucking actor, man. You can be down for the count for 10 years or something.
Mickey Rourke, and then make one of the best movies ever.
Mickey Rourke, full just gone. Out of the limelight. Guess what? You're in The Wrestler, you're on fire again. You're back on top.
For 2 years. And
Who else can do that? Like, you can't have a job, like, let's say you're an executive at a fucking, at a wrench factory, and you fucking and you burn out because you fucking drink too much. You 10 years later they don't go, we need Steve Michelson. We need Steve back. And he's back, baby. He's flying up the corporate ladder. It's only in Hollywood that you can do that.
Put the polo on. Just
yeah, I'm back. They're like, he's doing it. He's making more wrenches per hour than anyone else ever did. That's what's so great about being an actor. Once you hit a certain level of fucking fame, it's there for life, and you just got to wait for some director to get hair up his ass. You got to wait for something to happen. Yeah. And it's going to happen to all the greats. As I pull up the Chandler Bing thing, you can tell this is an old story because it says Ye kicked out of Skechers headquarters, and you just told me that Kanye,
the Adidas,
Kanye's back. He's back. You still got a.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh, yes, sir.
Did I get it?
No, it's a little bit.
He's a little bit on the mask for the audio listeners.
Kind of cool though. Now one up. Now it's up on your nose. Yeah. It's kind of dope. I like. I mean, I always have food on me somewhere, but
I'm gonna just use my phone.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
we got technology.
We got the technology.
I always use Snapchat for the mirror feature.
Cheeseburger?
I'm good.
You sure? Yeah. So
okay.
Yeah, Kanye's, according to Polo, you heard it here first. Kanye is back with Adidas. After all of that shit that happened, right? After everything that he did, I think that there's a few things you can't do, and he did them. Like he didn't assault somebody, but he assaulted everyone for like 3 weeks with words.
Yeah.
And it was everyone, we couldn't stop watching it. It's amazing. What's he gonna do next? Do you remember when the worst thing he did was he gave people at his show a White Lives Matter shirt? Remember that was like, everyone's like, oh my God. Oh, and it was crazy. And I'm like, he's being provocative. He wants people to talk about him. He's a genius. And then all of a sudden, from there, he just proceeded to do insane shit. But the funny thing that he's back at Adidas is proof that like no one gives a fuck.
Nobody cares, yeah.
He went on goddamn Alex Jones show and was like, I love Hitler. And Adidas is still like, well, we got to figure a way to work with him again. Like Adidas don't give a fuck about that shit. They're just like kowtowing to whatever's going on. I mean, it's terrible. You shouldn't fucking support Hitler in any way, obviously. But these people don't give a fuck. They're fucking ruthless, like corporate monsters. Like, do you think they care about like anti-Semitism if they're literally like destroying the entire environment and fucking hiring slave children to make goddamn fucking foam posits and shit? Like,
yeah, right.
Come on, man. We're back, baby. The Powerful Truth Angels motherfucking radio show. Let's do our McDonald's spot. Everybody, sometimes you're driving home and it's about 3 a.m. and you just came off Fig and you were patrolling looking for that special somebody and you found her and you did the deed and you're feeling great. You also did a run. You also went out and went bombing. You did a couple what you think are going to be landmarks, and you knocked out a couple rivals, and you caught as many tags as you actually used all your paint. So you bombed, you went on Fig, you met a special someone, and you're driving home, and you get that rumble in your stomach. And you're like, you know what? You know what's going to seal the deal for this night? You know what's going to put me to bed at 4:30 in the morning? The motherfucking Golden Arches. You want those delicious 74-ingredient French fries. You want the motherfucking hockey puck cheeseburger, condensed. It's basically a sweet muffin with fake meat and one slice. The realest thing in a McDonald's cheeseburger is the American cheese, and that's the fakest thing in the world. Shout out to McDonald's. I don't want to fuck this bag up. I love you guys. I love the Golden Arches. I love what you do for us. I love that you guys have a McChicken shaker. I love that you support communities and you give people jobs. I just love the smell. I love the outfits. I love the characters. The burglar, the hamburglar, the purple dude, Grimace, all that shit.
Chicken girl,
Mayor McCheese.
Chicken girl, Mayor McCheese. Love you guys. Thank you for supporting us.
The Nuggets, the
like a band or something.
Personified nuggets with the eyes.
Yeah. Thank God for McDonald's. And listen, once we get in McDonald's in every place in the world, we will finally be complete as a world family. One world nation, one world order. New World combined, circular globe, flat hemisphere.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
On top of a turtle's back.
On top of a slow-moving turtle's back, slowly creeping across the motherfucking Pangea. Here we go. Okay. And we're done. That was a great show.
Well,
We're not even close. How long was that?
34 minutes.
Whoa, go in.
Yeah.
34 minutes.
Fast or slow, you mean?
Slow, man. I got to do another hour.
We've been here for 5 hours.
Put a McDonald's in Haiti.
Yeah, put a McDonald's in Haiti.
Are there no McDonald's in Haiti?
I don't know.
They've tried to put them pretty much
I'm
everywhere.
sure
and succeeded.
nobody wants to be in Haiti right now.
Can you drop the jingle on this as I'm doing that? Can you find that? Didn't someone get like Pharrell got like $600 million?
That's a myth, I think.
Oh
For real?
really? Oh really?
Someone
fact
got-
check.
Let's push a T, no?
Yeah, Pusha T got.
Did we talk about this last time you were on
He
the
got
show?
Arby's,
Somehow?
didn't he?
I don't know.
We talked about this on the show already.
Yeah.
My question is the BK current events? Here we go. Is the BK jingle that catchy? The new one, BK, have it your way, double whopper, triple whopper.
I never heard that before.
Really?
Mm.
Are you being sarcastic?
I swear to God.
Really? That interesting.
Pusha
Well,
T co-wrote the song, and
Two Tones
McDonald's
not paying
paid
attention.
Timberlake $6 million to sing the song.
Mm.
I'm loving it. It was released in November 2003 and charted well internationally. It was a whole song. How is
I
that
didn't know
possible?
that.
I'm Loving It was a song. Pusha T being the writer for McDonald's popular "I'm Loving It" jingle is a known fact after being revealed 2 years ago. However, it turns out the rapper doesn't own any publishing for the jingle he originally created back in 2000. Can you imagine? During the recent appearance on the Drink Champs, the Good Music president said that not getting publishing rights for the song is one of his biggest regrets. I took a super L. Just up front, no publishing. Shout out to so-and-so Steve Stout. He gave me the check, and I was like, great.
I like this shit with like rappers just do like random ass shit.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Rappers are still doing it.
After
After all this time, I saw a dude on the internet who signed his like whole shit away for I think like a car. You know,
Damn.
some crazy shit. Which is like, yes, you only win if you're gonna have no career. But if you have any semblance of career, if you make one hit, then you're fucking fully retarded.
It's like now it's like all these musicians on say are like aiming for like TikTok hits
Oh yeah.
and shit like that. So it's just like just dance instructions and shit like that, you know?
I mean that's how I hear it like that. You know that Body Shop song? Zombie done down to the body shop.
Oh yeah. I fucking hate that song.
That shit's been in my head for months because of TikTok. And I didn't even know it was Sam Smith. I don't know much about Sam Smith except that he sings that song.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw him on one of the award shows doing
The
this.
chair fit, right?
Yeah.
The poofy.
Oh yeah,
the poofy.
that was post. Before he was in all red again, Illuminati,
Yeah.
One World, New World Order. But yeah, he was in all red and he did the full Body Shop song and it was tight. So it's great. It's great being back. You know.
Dude, have you heard the Burger King song?
No, I haven't heard it.
All right, this is not going anywhere then with the Burger King current events.
It's fucking hot here, man.
There's a new the new Burger King jingle that everyone thinks is really catchy that's just appearing on like TikTok and people are sampling it. Yeah. And I don't know. I never thought it was whatever. Can't have a discussion about it, but
yeah, it's corporate shit is crazy. I mean, I remember when I first saw people wearing those jackets that had like those NASCAR jackets that had like M&Ms and Coke on
Oh,
those
yeah.
logos. I'm like, so wait a minute. Their job is to sell branding and logos, and you're buying a jacket selling their branding and logo. It's the craziest double take. You know what I'm saying? Like when you buy a jacket that has Coca-Cola and McDonald's on it, it's like they're like there's a corporate dude who has a special corner office who's like all he does is lays on his back and rolls around laughing. He goes like I remember when I had another company, they told me that Monster Energy was doing like, I don't know, $30 million a year in Zoomies and merch.
Damn.
I was like, wait, hold on. You're telling me that the drink company that wants their logo out is, instead of giving it away for free, which is what most of these companies do, they got kids buying the shit.
Yeah.
Like, how crazy is that? Like, that's how fucked up we are as a society that we're like, no, let us buy your logo and put it on our body instead of like, you know what I'm saying? Does that register with you at all? You're looking at me like I'm crazy.
no,
You're looking at me like a barn owl.
that makes a lot of
You know,
sense.
Monster Energy has that like the whole culture behind it. You know what I mean?
The
Fucking-
whole Orange County to Orange County is basically the rest of the country.
Punching holes in the wall.
Yes. Yeah. Monster Energy is the drywall destroyer, right?
Yeah.
Well, they took up the like Mountain Dew like flag that Mountain Dew was carrying in the 90s with like extreme shit. And,
You remember the Mountain Dew Hummer?
Kind of vaguely.
I don't know. When I was a kid, I was like going to camp and like Mountain Dew pulled up in like the first Hummer, like the H1. And I'm like, yeah, come inside the Hummer, check it out. And just gave all the kids Mountain Dew.
It was like the Oscar Mayer truck, but
yeah.
big ass Hummer.
Like how crazy is that?
Like logo.
Not for nothing, but it's literally poisonous.
Well, Monster would pull up the metal shows when I was a teenager, and they would like give you monsters to get everybody jacked up and mosh and stuff. And I was like,
that was the shit. I remember when Monster came out. Monster, Red Bull, what was that shit? It was like around the same time as Four Loko, kind of, right?
Amp, Full Throttle.
Yeah.
Viper? Yeah, Viper's one of them.
Did you ever try cocaine? No, there's cocaine and there was like one called Red Ball.
I remember cocaine.
Cocaine?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
There was an energy drink for a minute called cocaine. I was like, I'm not drinking.
Red Line. I've tried Red Line.
Yeah, Red Line.
Red Line is like actually drinking cocaine.
Yeah. It was like 300 milligrams of like caffeine.
It has a measuring thing on the side to make sure.
Yeah.
You just take one sip of it and you're good. I
So
love that shit.
Red Line is the original Red Bull, right? Am I wrong or no?
I don't know, man.
Because Red Bull's like a Thai drink or something, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Red Bull's from Austria.
From Austria.
Oh shit.
You know, the Red Bull company they were just a random like investment firm, and they created Red Bull as like a side project.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it wasn't their primary gig.
I mean, we were talking about this.
Quick fact check.
I drink your liquid death, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you were talking about this whole thing is like, the other thing is like we're so susceptible to branding that like someone can be like, guess what, guys, you want some water? But in a can with a skull on it, and the whole world goes crazy. The company's valued at like $1 billion because the guy was like, I'm going to put Old English next to water. Like no one ever put water into something that looked like this. And the guy's making it, right?
It looks like a fucking beer can. Yeah.
That's the whole thing. It's
Yeah,
like
microbrewery.
Right. You can be cool. You can feel like, imagine being so fucking insecure that you want to drink water that looks like beer, and that makes you feel good about yourself. So we're a fuck liquid death show. Because they're not a sponsor. We're into miracle water. We're down with the devil and up with God. God is in the miracle water. You guys know about miracle water?
I don't know about miracle water.
It's a new seltzer company locally. They're gonna be sponsoring us pretty soon. As soon as we get done with this McDonald's job. I don't think they're gonna keep with us after this show, but I don't give a shit. We got enough of a bag to get us through 6 months from them. We got the studio set up, which they paid for. We're good. Fuck McDonald's. But like, no, we love you. We want to keep you. Maybe it's the thing where it's like parody, where it's like we're shitting on you, but that's cool because everyone knows what you're doing, right? It's like,
yeah, they're self-aware. They're moving into a new phase.
Yeah.
It's a new phase of like, hey, America, fuck you.
They're
Like
just putting like really fat people in their commercials.
Yes, let me.
Let's just keep it real.
Yeah, put me on the team. Like, let's do the real.
Just like we know you're not. You're smart. Now. Zoomers are smart.
It'll happen one day. Like McDonald's will come out and be like, "Hey, you fat piece of shit, you want some fries?" Like, it's gonna happen.
They have to. They have that card in the back of their pocket.
They
for
got
decades.
to. They got to pull that
shit. I would go buy McDonald's.
That's what I'm saying.
100%.
Hey, fatso, do you want a big greasy burger that's going to clog your heart instantly? Come to McDonald's and also have a Sprite that'll make your balls tingle. Da 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 da. Right?
It might be cancer.
Yeah.
It might be cancerous.
Yeah. Da 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 da. I hope you love diabetes.
It is crazy that they do have like a cancer risk warning like on the door when you go into McDonald's.
That's California though. They've got that warning on
California's just
everything
cancerous.
here. They have to have a warning on like fire pits here because the fumes might give you cancer.
Jeez.
I think.
At least
You don't want you want these fries?
I'll take a couple fries.
Let's get some fries. They're really good when they're cold, everybody. So anyways, what else is going on? Everything's moving. You know, we're in a time of change, a time of flux. Born and Raised has a new office. CETA's doing some new airbrushing. Let's just do we're going to do a little art talk, and we're going to look at CETA's account. We're going to talk about these pieces. Now, Jason, I'm going to need you to do a little bit of extra editing.
It's going to be a tight turnaround.
People, but
I'll do what I can.
This is what he's good at, you guys. This is what makes Jason the powerhouse that he is. Have you seen this one? Doja Cat for Black History Month?
No, I missed that one.
Do you know what this reference is where she wore
I was in the room.
Do you remember this?
No.
Like, this is the shit. Like, every celebrity is covered in red right now. Because I think that, I honestly, like, they're being accused of having some sort of a cabal, right? Mm-hmm. Of of like being in some giant coven, and then they all coordinate. It's not a. There's no way accidentally everyone is wearing red leather.
Yeah.
This motherfucker did her whole head red. Everyone's like, let's have a contest to see who can get the more Baptist fucking Christian whatever's angry at us.
Yeah.
Right? I feel like after Lil Nas X did like the satanic Nike and like did the thing where he was like stripping in hell, and they're like, yo, and it probably boosted his whole shit up. It's again, I've said this before. It hasn't changed since like, you know, Alice Cooper, whoever was the first guy to put on eyeliner and be like, I love the devil, and all of a sudden become instantly rich. It's the same shit. It's just now rap controls the world, and now the rappers, R&B singers are like, Beelzebub, ba ba ba. You know, like they're that's the whole vibe.
That shit is crazy.
You know that I'm rehashing, but you know the Daylight thing about Lil Uzi Vert. I always talk about this because I love.
Yeah.
He goes, okay, so you know Daylight, you know that dude? He's like a battle rapper with a tattoo on his
Oh
face.
yeah, with the law.
Yeah. I think he's on TDE now, but he has this old video where I'll show you. It'll blow your mind.
You just tell him.
Well-
Do the thing where you do the thing where you tell him to say
Little
it.
Uzi Vert, right?
Done it on the pod
Uh-huh.
before.
Say his name over and over a little bit faster every time.
Lil Uzi Vert.
Was that sick?
Boom, you're going to hell. Got him!
Yo! You think that's on purpose?
I think so. Because he also has a thing where, because Daylight breaks it down, he's like, yeah, he says there's something about him like pointing a gun at the sky, which just means pointing a gun at God. You
Yeah.
know, like, I mean, I think that it's all part of the marketing. And it's like, if you find these Easter eggs out.
Well, what does his name mean otherwise?
Yeah, right. It doesn't mean.
I never-
Oh,
makes sense.
because the Uzi is vertical. Little
Ooh.
Uzi Vert is pointing up at
Oh,
God.
Holy shit. So it's a
shit.
Come
double
on,
meaning.
man.
God damn.
Come on, man. And also, think about this. Also, at the same time, he is Thanos because he had the jewel in his head, right? Oh, no, that's not Thanos. That's
That was
I don't
no. He had a glove.
he had the
Yeah.
glove. Thanos took the jewel out of what's that red dude's name? Another red person.
I can't remember.
You guys aren't.
I know he
Avengers?
buried to like Wanda. He
Yeah,
buried to
Wanda.
Wanda.
Yeah, his name is like Mystery or Science or some shit.
Mhm.
It's like
Mr.
Computer
Vision.
Man. Vision. His name is Vision.
Vision.
Oh,
there you go.
WandaVision. Is that why
Yeah.
the show's called
Yeah,
WandaVision?
yeah.
I see now.
We're starting to fall apart again.
No, this is good. This is what
You
people like.
we're
Marvel
gonna do an
movies.
Avengers
Yeah.
riff now.
Oh, it's
They got
Um,
the Ant-Man coming out tomorrow.
Are you
Yeah.
are you a Marvel guy?
It's all they show. That's all you. That's the only thing.
It's like asking.
Do you like movies?
Yeah, if you are you going to
You
movie
like-
theater? Like, it's not. Are you a Marvel guy? It goes. Which Marvel movie do you like, and which Avenger do you?
Yeah, you got
Avatar. Which Avatar is your favorite, and who's your favorite Marvel character? That's it. There's
Yeah,
nothing in
that's it.
between. If you want to make a movie, you need $700 million just to have a
What
conversation.
was the best movie of the year? Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they don't give a fuck about
Yeah.
cinema at all.
No, hell no. No, when I was a kid, there was a rich independent cinema where it was like all the time you discover these films that were made for under $1 million. A lot of great actors came out of that scene. A lot of great films like, I don't know, Living in Oblivion and Walking and Talking. Like all these movies, there's a whole like, there's just a whole generation of directors and actors that came out of that stuff. And that whole style of filmmaking is fucking destroyed. Like nobody wants to watch a movie that was made for less than $700 billion.
Yeah.
Right. If there's not so much CGI in it that it can't crash China, right? Like it's not worth seeing.
Yeah.
Like there can't be anything real.
Not in the
this one.
theater.
No, not in the theater.
Not a theater.
But did you guys go and see a lot of dramas and comedies in the theater? Like,
You know, when I was a kid, yeah, I saw. I
but what
would've-
about in the age of streaming services and stuff?
I would still go to the movies every chance I could until COVID, and then that destroyed movies for sure. It was over after that.
Okay.
And TV was also ramping up at the same time to like become the monster that it is. TV is so good now. When you're like, instead of watching one good movie, I can watch 12 good movies over the course of 3 months. You know what I mean? Like, because that's how good TV is. I mean, imagine how much energy and time and creative force it takes to make one movie for 90 minutes. They have to do that 12 times. Like they got to make 12 of them. Like it's crazy. And the amount and these people are making TV shows that are costing a couple $1 million an episode at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's where we're at. I mean, I think at one point it's going to end up, we're going to go back to a fire, some sticks, and a story.
That'd
You know
be
what I'm saying?
perfect. That'd be sick though.
Yeah.
Go camping.
Yeah,
you
go
know?
camping, tell a story, sneak into your friend's tent, rape him for fun, because so he has another story to tell.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You and the boys get together.
You don't believe what happened when I went camping with the boys.
You go camping with the boys, and before there's two threads. There's hey, let's go camping thread, and there's a thread that's, hey, we're gonna rape Scotty thread, and you go 7 guys go camping, and 6 guys are in another thread, and you go camping, and on day 3 when Scotty's getting really drunk, because you guys hate fucking Scotty, he's a little twerp, and you want to let your
He's
primal,
a cute little twerp.
he's not even cute. He just you want to destroy Scotty. He's just such a little asshole. And also you want it. You're in the woods. You're feeling primal. And you know what, men? When men get primal, we got to kill something or rape something. So you get your separate, you get the separate thread, and you coordinate, and you get this pillowcase with the sock, and you sneak into the tent at night, and you hold them down, and everyone fucks them in the ass.
Oh my god!
And that's camping, everybody. Thank you for coming to the Patreon.
To be clear, that's how it used to work.
Look,
That's what Kevin used
that
to-
movie with Josh Peck?
Okay. Oh, where they're in a boat?
Yeah.
Did they fuck him in that movie?
No, they kill him. They murder him.
They do?
Yeah.
I don't think I ever finished watching it because he's like a little asshole, right?
Yeah. Asshole. Like he like a bully, and then like that
Bully,
was like
yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, dude, I love that kind of movie.
Yeah, that shit traumatized me.
Yeah. Who wants to go camping? There used to be a comedian on Venice Beach. He used to tell this joke when I was a kid. He go, all right, imagine you go camping, and you wake. He grabs him out of the car. He goes, you wake up, and your whole body is slathered in baby oil. Would you tell anybody? And whoever he asks goes, no, hell no. And he goes, you want to go camping? He used to run that joke all the time. And I was a little kid. And
Is that where you got this camping thing from?
no, but
Stalls of it.
listen, those things mold you. Like I said, there's many impressionable things in your life.
Clearly, it is.
The buskers on Venice Beach, the comedians, like the dudes that I don't know, the Caribbean dude who would walk on glass, the chainsaw juggler.
Oh, the Caribbean guy is legendary.
Yeah, the Echo Man. You guys don't know about Echo Man. He go, hello. I echo man. I like Echo Man was the shit. There was a dude,
loudspeaker or
no, he just do it. He just do it, and it was way better than I can do it. Yeah. Hi. My. Name.
There's a Bushman in SF who just like cover himself with like sticks and leaves.
Yeah.
And just jump out of a bush and scare you.
Fire. God damn, that's good.